everyone, I am Naturemations, and today I will be quote-unquote reacting to an Anti-therian video made by Monkey. The original video will be linked in the description if you want to go report it, dislike it, I don't know. But don't send hate comments and stuff. I don't want anyone to get their feelings hurt by this. This video is meant to educate this person. I don't know if they're going to watch this video or make a video about it, but don't go send random hate comments for no reason. This video is just meant to educate. So anyways, let's get into it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro. This girl bought fake wings, bro. Yo, this probably cost like $2,000, $3,000. And she says that she wants to fly with this, bro. She's gonna get injured. She's going to get injured, bro. Oh my god. Yo, imagine buying this and like jumping off a building and hoping.
Forgot to mention that yes, there are a lot of very loud sound effects. I have edited them to tone them down quite a bit. You're welcome for not deafening you. My ears are broken momentarily. But anyways, yeah, so I really like this wing costume. It's really cool. They are really expensive, as shown in the video, but I don't think that anyone is actually trying to fly. In fact, the video was just saying that the flying is the hard part, because obviously human bodies cannot fly. So no one's going to be trying to actually fly with those wings, and I'm certain that the person who made the video is aware of that.
She makes me die of laughter. She's on the railroad. A train can come and hit her.
Well, it is obviously not a good idea to play on train tracks. I'm sure that the person who made this video definitely knows this area. They probably live nearby and know the schedule for the trains. And obviously they are smart enough to know not to get hit by a train. But yeah, I don't really see what's so funny about this, unless you're laughing about the fact that a child might get hit by a train, which is a bit concerning. I don't think that's really my type of humor.
Bro, all I'm saying is that if I was the train driver, bro, I would not stop the train.
That is actually even more concerning now. The fact that they just said that they would literally be fine with killing a child just because they're playing outside. I'm not sure how old Monkey is, but I am very glad that they are not a train driver.
Like, I would not. Like, for real. Oh my
Sick
god.
flip. I'm pretty sure that I was just made deaf again for the 50th time. Again, editing this video was a real pain, not only because I had edited out a lot of curse words, but also because there are so many random audio effects, and they are much louder than the speech at which the person is talking.
Like, bro, they're just gay. Like, they're just furries. Like, bro, they're just gay.
First of all, I have no idea what being a therian has to do with being gay, or any part of LGBTQ+, for that matter, except for that they're considered different from the norm or whatever. But also, back to the furries and therians debate, they are not the same thing, although they are frequently found in similar categories. Lots of therians can be furries at the same time, and lots of furries could be therians, or I guess not lots. But the main difference is that being a furry is more of a choice, and being a therian is not a choice. And also just the fact that they aren't really similar at all, because a therian is someone who identifies non-physically as an animal, and a furry is just someone that likes anthropomorphic animals. Anthropomorphic animals being animals that act just like humans, and regular animals obviously being animals that act like animals. So that really doesn't make much sense.
They really are. Like, bro, would an animal have nails and earrings and No, they wouldn't.
Aside from the fact that technically animals can wear jewelry like that, or I guess not just like that. Like I said, therians identify non-physically as animals, And honestly, therians, since they are non-physically a non-human animal, can wear jewelry. I don't think that really needs to be said, but they are in a human body, so they can wear human jewelry.
They don't actually think they're animals. They just like the king of it, bro. Maybe in bed, I don't know, bro.
Again, most therians are kids or preteens or just teenagers, so that's very creepy to say. I would hope that nothing of that sort is being done with children. That's a bit weird. And I really hope the monkey is completely unaware of the fact that these are, like, middle schoolers most of the time. And that's not to say that adults can't be therians. Of course they can. All children grow up. If you're a real therian, then it won't really go away just on its own. But yeah, that is concerning again. So that's our third concerning thing. I am keeping track.
I don't know. Okay, this one...
I think they got mesmerized by that amazing mask and the awesome jewelry because they don't say anything for a while, and I have cut most of that out so we can get back to their talking.
Bro, it's honestly just... You see the blue hair, bro? Blue hair, bro. They're all gay, they're all they, thems, and they're just pretending they're animals, bro.
I feel weird for saying first of all so much, but yes. First of all, I'm pretty sure that's not blue hair, it's just blonde hair caught in the lighting. Second of all, I don't see what's wrong with having blue hair, and again, I know that it has some form of correlation in the media with being a member of LGBTQ+. I've never really understood, but I guess fine. And I'm very confused by just this whole statement, really, because the same thing has just been saying over and over again in various different ways. It honestly kind of feels almost like when you watch a Sniper Wolf video, and I'm not planning on actually really getting into that drama or talking about it much, but this has the same vibes as one of those videos. There's just nothing happening. They're just saying the same thing over and over again.
Therians are so cool, I wish I was one. I don't, bro.
Yes, it was made very clear by the rest of this video that you in fact don't want to be a therian, but the whole point of this video is specifically talking about the struggles of being a therian and why you actually wouldn't just want to be one, because lots of people might think it's cool. There's lots of fake therians out there, I know, and it's not fun from what I've heard. I myself am not a therian. I used to think I was, but then I did more research and realized that I wasn't. And no, you probably don't want to be a therian, because from what I've seen, it does have a lot of struggles, mainly haters like this, making this video, like Monkey, and yeah, it's difficult, mainly because of all of the hate that you get.
Okay, so this is how they feel.
As someone who, like I said, I'm not a therian, but has experienced species dysphoria in the past, I'm a pet regressor. I do plan to make a video on pet regressors actually sometime, but I do have to script it and then talk about it and stuff, so that might take a little while. But as someone who has had species dysphoria, I really don't get what's funny about feeling like you're trapped in your own body that's not yours.
Like, what the you know? Like, they don't actually want to be animals, bro.
I know that Monkey probably has done zero research on therians before making this video, just saw something that most people would consider a bit weird and decided to make a video hating on it. But no, they don't want to be an animal because they, first of all, humans are animals, but also because they are their stereotype. That's what it is. They identify as the animal. So no, they don't want to be one. They already are one, even if non-physically. And honestly, most actual therians do almost certainly want to be the animal physically, because it would honestly make things quite a bit easier for them. And honestly, there is a lot of complications with that, because most people will struggle for a long time trying to figure out if they actually are a therian or not, or if they just have some other issue going on that doesn't really have a label that they know. But for real therians that have fully figured themselves out, they will probably want to be an animal, and that's perfectly okay, because they want to match up their physical body and appearance with who they are.
Imagine if ever she says she's like a wolf. Imagine if she was a wolf in the actual Arctic. I don't know if there's wolves there, but like in the cold areas of like Canada, let's say. Bro, she would not like it, bro. Yo, she'd probably be a beta wolf. She wouldn't be the alpha.
The idea of beta delta wolves was actually found as a complete myth. The way that wolf packs work is that there's the breeding pair, the two alphas, and then all of their pups that are really honestly treated similar to them. There are some that I guess have quote-unquote lower ranks, but really they're all just a big family. So technically, no, this person wouldn't be an alpha wolf, but that's only because the idea of alpha wolves is completely different. They would only become an alpha wolf if they had pups of their own and created their own pack. So no, beta wolves do not exist, and if they were an actual wolf, like physically, they would not be a beta wolf. Obviously, I don't think I really need to explain this to most people, but you never know. Maybe Monkey doesn't really understand how wolf packs work.
Oh no, 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 no. Oh my fucking god. Oh.
Why are we freaking out about someone putting marker on their hand and then just imprinting it into paper? I don't see why this is such a big issue. In fact, I've done this despite not being a therian. I've seen other people do this when they weren't even furries, therians, anything of the sort in any category. This is just a fun thing to do. I don't see why it's different from doing the same with your full hand out.
Is he doing quadrobics? Did you hear that heavy breathing? Not natural, bro.
Believe it or not, when exercising, it is possible to feel something known as being out of breath. I would assume that that makes sense. But yeah, I don't see why being out of breath during exercising is a weird thing or unnatural. Like, it doesn't matter if you're doing quadrobics, push-ups, sit-ups, just running in general. It's going to make you out of breath almost certainly, especially if you don't do it too frequently. And quadrobics especially, you're using your arms, your shoulders, you're keeping yourself up with your torso, and you're using your legs to run, of course. So, yeah, you're going to be out of breath, and it's not unnatural.
Oh my god, bro. And there's no hate comments.
Aside from the fact that I am 100% sure that there are hate comments somewhere below, I have looked at several therian videos and their comments. There are always hate comments, it's really sad. But why does it sound like you're hoping that people are hating on this kid just for exercising? I mean, I know you are hating on this kid just for exercising and existing, but I'm glad that they're not getting cyberbullied.
Bruh, this is insane. Bestie, curl your fingers up.
Alright, back to educating. The reason why you'd want to curl your fingers while doing quadrobics is to make sure that the palms of your hands don't get too hurt, and also to make sure that if you trip, you don't break your knuckles. I'm sure that there are also more reasons, but those are the two main ones that I know. As well as the fact that I don't know why this is insane. Yet again, this is not insane, the fact that people are being nice to this child.
Some struggles while learning quadrobics. Wrist pain? Bad balance? Yeah, no, bro, no, we're supposed to walk on 2 feet, bro.
Obviously, yes, humans are meant to walk on 2 feet, but they don't have to. I'm sure that you are only focused on the therian aspect here, but lots of other exercises that have nothing to do with therians or even anything animal related aside from just being a human also require you to not be just walking on 2 feet. I'm sure that most humans were not built to do things like randomly pull themselves up on things aside from when they were apes, like non-human apes. And when they were non-human apes, they were also walking on 4 feet. So yeah, pull-ups are the same and should be treated with the same thing. Obviously, humans are able to do things that they were not designed for. Humans weren't designed to do things like eat fast food or sugar, and yet we still do. And in moderate amounts, it can be healthy and definitely not unhealthy. Obviously, doing too much quadrobics or any exercise will be very unhealthy. Don't do that. But just a bit is just exercise.
You see, this is just... Bro. They're literally furries, bro.
Yes, I'm sure lots of furries would love that mask. But no, like I said before, therians and furries are not the same thing, even though they can overlap. As stated before, at least once, probably twice. Honestly, I'm pretty tired and not fully sure how many times I've said this, because this is the same thing being brought up over and over again, and we're kind of going in circles here. Kind of feel like I'm talking to a brick wall. No, I'm just talking to a computer, actually. But, no. Just wolves are not furries. If someone walks up to you and says, hey, I like wolves, you wouldn't be like, oh, that's a furry. Obviously, you probably wouldn't be like, oh, that's a therian either, but people are allowed to like wolves. And obviously, no, wearing a mask does not make you a therian. It's all about the actual identity behind it. But lots of therians will wear masks to feel closer to their mental appearance, or what they want to, possibly to avoid species dysphoria, or just for fun, even.
You're a cat. POV? Okay, warning may cause unwanted shifts. What the Okay, POV, you're a cat exploring the forest and you find a fallen down tree. Okay. Like, oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Bro. Is this like, bro?
I think Monkey may be getting absolutely lost in a trance skin and forgot to commentate completely on the commentary video. Because, again, reminds me a lot of the Sniper Wolf reaction videos, especially the old ones. Just saying, oh my god, over and over again is not very captivating. So I will be cutting out a bit of this, but don't worry, you're not missing anything. If you want to make sure, you can go check the actual video.
Oh my god. Now she's like scared because she's like barefoot. She's like meowing like, oh.
I don't think that they're scared here. They're just acting like a cat. Cats will look around when about to jump off of something to make sure that they're actually going to land right. And the meowing is because obviously this is a POV where you are a cat. Cats meow. I don't think anyone really needs to be told that cats meow. Although, have you seen or heard some of the sounds that big cats make? They're pretty cool. I definitely think that meowing is the most commonly known one, though.
How am I gonna get down? Yo, and then she jumps. Yo. And now she's blinking and
Monkey, I'm afraid to tell you this, but I'm pretty sure your cat is a skinwalker if you've never seen it blink. Blinking is a pretty commonly known thing that most, in fact, almost all species do.
Meowing. Now she's walking on dirt, gonna take a shower after. I can only imagine in school, bro, because most of them are like probably in like college, high school.
It's a kind of strange thing to assume, considering that you have literally no way of knowing what age these people are. Most of them, or at least the TikTok therians, are specifically quadrobists, and most TikTok therians will fall under the ages of middle school, sometimes even elementary school, and almost certainly not college. So I don't know why you would assume that.
Bro, I can only imagine, bro, the bullying. Oh my god. Yo, I can only imagine how they act at school, bro. I feel like if someone bumps into them, they'll just start barking. They'll just start barking and like meowing and everything at them and like hissing. You imagine? No,
I in fact cannot imagine, because that's not a thing that therians do. Therians are definitely very not going to do that, because therians have the brains mostly of humans still, or at least the intelligence of humans. So no, if you bump into a therian, they'll probably be like, oh hey, or watch where you're going, depending on their actual personality, of course. They will not start jumping around on all fours and hissing at you or barking at you. And honestly, if you're getting barked at, then that actually means that someone else thinks you are a furry. That's something that I actually learned recently. So if you're being barked at, it's not because the person barking at you is a furry, it's because they think that you are a furry. So I wonder if that happened to Monkey.
Who's walking who? Bro, this comment at me did. Who's walking who? I just understood it, bro. I just understood it, bro. I didn't see the dog. Yo, the dog is probably confused as
The dog actually looks quite happy and not confused at all. And I don't see why it would be confused, because dogs have the mental capacity of a 2-year-old human most of the time. If a 2-year-old human saw their parent walking around on all fours, they'd probably be like, oh, that's cool, I want food. So, no, the dog is not confused.
Yo, the poor dog. Why did the human do it better than the dog, bro? Wait. Actually, never mind, bro. She jumped off one leg first. Never mind. Look at that dog. The dog is just a dog, bro.
Would you expect it to be a zucchini?
Oh my gosh, she's playing with the wolves.
First of all, I don't think that it's that weird to play with your dogs. In fact, it's probably considered quite normal, considering that dogs need to be stimulated. But also, those aren't wolves. And yes, I am aware that this person, Monkey, is going to notice that later, but they're not wolves, and I would be a bit concerned if this person just had wolves sitting on their porch and played with them.
Yo, the wolves, oh, the dogs. Yo, the dogs are probably so, like, confused.
Again, you're making up things to point out. Those dogs are not even slightly confused.
Yo, I thought this was an ant. Yo, oh my god. Oh, the dog's there. The cat. Yo, I thought.
I'm not even joking, that's where the video ends. It just completely cuts Monkey off. Apparently the gracefulness of that cat and that quadrobics completely broke Monkey's brain. So, yeah, anyways, apparently that's also the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. They also have, I think, 2 other videos that they made on therians, so I'll probably be reacting to those too. Yeah, so anyways, I will see you all next time, probably with another animation, or maybe that pet regressor video that I was talking about earlier. So, bye!